cultivating a creative ecosystem. In order to cultivate a creative ecosystem more effectively, what you want really is the best utilization of the tools you already have and a multifaceted outlet for multifaceted emotions. You don't have to get new things to broaden your horizons when it comes to creativity in general. Find an old magazine, an old book you don't read, stickers from years ago, washi tape going dry, clay, old journals, art you don't like. There's a million ways to look at the things that you own and say, I'm going to make something out of this. Sometimes I have a vision and sometimes I don't. Oftentimes the vision comes second to the art. By beginning the process, you're opening the door. That's the essential part. Opening the door, working your creativity like a muscle. Flexing your creativity like a muscle is going to give you the versatility and the inclination to create something in a way that's multifaceted, which leads us to multifaceted outlet for multifaceted emotions. I know I'm not alone when I say that I experience things in a multitude of ways. The same experience can happen, and depending on the space that I'm in, I'm going to receive it in a different way. That means that my outlet for that experience is going to have to be multifaceted as well. It's not just about how you talk to yourself. It's not just about journaling and making sure that there's proof or record of something you've experienced. It's not just about getting out the things that you feel. It's also about putting them into something that is the most effective. For me, I consider this the personification. Maybe not personification per se, but it's the creation of a jumbled, noisy mess inside of myself into something tangible. In order to have a healthy, creative ecosystem, you've got to let go of some of that fear of failure. Being afraid to fail is normal. We all do it. But you can't let it prevent you from flexing the muscle that is your creativity. You're going to fail at things, and things are going to feel like failure that actually aren't. Trying new things is a great way to learn this. You're not failing, you're just inexperienced. That's not a failure. That's an expression of where you're at in the process. So when you're going through these processes, you're going to have to remind yourself that you're going through various stages. These stages can be more or less difficult, more or less fruitful, more or less prolific. But overall, what you need to experience is a new thing. Take what you already have. Understand what you need to express and try something out of both of those things. Oftentimes it will be something new and it will flex that muscle that cultivates that creative ecosystem. You're flexing that creativity and creating a new pathway that you haven't taken before. When you try new things, oftentimes you'll find you're succeeding more than you expect. Simply by creating, we are putting ourselves into art, putting ourselves into music, putting ourselves into whatever we make. To express yourself is to have an outlet, and to express yourself is also to create a more well-rounded self. This creates a more well-rounded creative ecosystem. All of these things work in turn like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but a successful, positive one. You're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about what you're capable of, and you're learning more about what you like to do and what the options are. So when we utilize the tools we already have, we create a sense of productivity and an economical sense of, I've utilized something that I knew that I could utilize. That creates confidence and also cuts down on how much you're spending on a new hobby, which I know I'm guilty of overindulging in. It lessens your sense of failure when you do something wrong because it's something you already had. You're not wasting anything. When you create multifaceted outlets for multifaceted emotions, you create a more well-rounded representation of what you're feeling, both internally and externally. By representing yourself better, you express yourself better. And by expressing yourself better, you more effectively create art and you more effectively feel successful. Don't forget about the fun stuff either. Listen to your favorite music, put on nice lighting, create a space for yourself that feels good. It's worth it, and it makes creativity feel just a little shinier. the end of the day, creating is good in and of itself. No matter what you're doing, whether it's the same thing you've done for the past 10 years or something you've never done before, it's going to be good for you. But consider flexing that muscle. Consider making something you've never made before. Consider trying a skill that you've always been curious about. And consider treating yourself like you're capable of more. That's always worth it. The more we create, the better we feel. The better we feel, the more we create. These are just normal things about self-esteem and mental health that sometimes don't compute. When you don't feel good, you don't want to do anything. And when you feel great, you want to do everything under the sun. And both of those things are unrealistic. Try something new. Do something at all. And at the end of the day, have some faith in yourself. Thanks.